Welcome to the class of least square curve fittings. In this tutorial we will learn about nonlinear least square fitting. In the last tutorial we have already learned about linear least square curve fitting. In this section we consider three types of nonlinear function: exponential function, a polynomial of nth degree, and a power function. And those type of function will be fit into a given data of n points xi, yi from I is equal to 1 to m.
So what is the power function? Power function looks like y is equal to ax to the power c. Obviously c is the power of x and a is the coefficient. Now important thing to look in the power function is that you just take log at both the side of this. Both the side of this equation you take log. So log of y is equal to log a plus log of x to the power c. So I don't know how many of you know about logarithms. Basically, it was obviously in class 8, 9, so you should know that log of x to the power c is nothing but c log x. So this log, whenever you write log of ab, is basically log a plus log b, right? So log ab is equal to log a plus log b. So here at the right hand side, if you look, log a x to the power c will be log a plus log x to the power c, right? So log x to the power c will be c log x.
C log 6.
C log x. So log x to the power c, this part
C log x.
is c log x, right? So this is why this comes to like this log y is equal to log a plus c log x. Now, if you look carefully, this is actually can be simplified into an equation of a straight line. That is why, or that is what I have done here. A0. So log a will be called A0, C will be called A1, and log x will be called capital X. That is the type, that is the conversion we have done. Log y converted into y, log a is converted into A0, C is converted into A1, and log x is converted into x, capital X. So that it looks like y is equal to A0 plus A1x. Now this you know is the equation of a straight line. Y is equal to mx plus c kind of straight line. Find out the values of A0 and A1. I can fit these y is equal to a to the power y is equal to a into x to the power c into a straight line. That is what I am going to do. I want to find the value of A0 and A1. Now, as you know from the last day, if you can recall, we have taken a straight line like this and have fitted. In fact, we have taken a polynomial and have fitted into a straight line like this. So what we had done there, we had computed the value of A0 and A1 in that class. So how have we done that? Just recall. Same A0, A1, x summation of xi is equal to summation of yi, and A0 into summation of xi plus A1 summation of xi squared is equal to summation of xi yi. These two equations we had to solve. And before solving, we had to find out the values of summation of xi, summation of yi, summation of xi squared, summation of xi yi. And how did we done that? We have taken the values in a table like this and had found out what is x, summation of x. Now here y is nothing but, as we have found out here, see, y is nothing but log y. So y small y values we know this y value, we know this y value. So we will just find out the log y values. Similarly, we know the value of small a, so we will find out log a, and that will be called A0. We know the value of c, that will be called A1. We know the value of small x, that will be known as log x. So what we need to find out? We need to find out only summation of x, we know the value of log x, so summation of x will be summation of log x, summation of y, summation of log y, summation of x square, summation of log x square, and summation of xy, that is summation of log y in that is summation of log y into log x. So all these values, summation of x, summation of x square, summation of xy, and summation of these three values are known to me. So I will form an equation like this equation: ma0 a1 into summation of xi summation of yi, and these two equations now can be solved for the value of a0 and a1. And as soon as we get the value of a0 and a1, we will put that in this equation where we know the values of a0 and a1, so we will get the value of y is equal to a0 plus a1x. This is how we convert a power function into a linear function first, and then we fit into a nonlinear curve. That is what we have done with the power function. We will take an example of the power function and the exponential function. The next part is polynomial of nth degree. Now, a polynomial of nth degree will be dealt with as the same we have done with the linear function. That is, if a polynomial looks like y is equal to a0 plus a1x plus a2x squared up to an to the power x to the power n, now will be fitted to the points xi, yi for I is equal to 1 to m. So see here, y, I am fitting a polynomial into another polynomial, because as I have discussed last day, a polynomial may be like this, which will touch n number of points, but it can be fitted either into a straight line like this. It can be fitted into a straight line like this. It will be better fitted into a polynomial of a lower degree like this. Obviously, the fitting polynomial will be lower in degree like this. So this is also a polynomial. This is also a polynomial, not a straight line. Unlike this is not a straight line, but it will better fit the model, this blue curve. But it is of lesser degree than the earlier polynomial. So see, the number of data points here was n number of data points. Here the number of data points are m. So we are obviously fitting, and while fitting we will have some residuals. So some square residual error will be there. So like if you recall the earlier occasion, in case of linear fitting, we had y1 minus fx. What was the fx? Fx was this, a0 plus a1 to a1x. Here the fx is a0 a1x up to an x to the power n. So we obviously will put this a0 a1 x1 an x1 to the power n. Now this was for fx1. fx1, what is the value for fx2? y2 minus a0 plus a1 x2 up to an x2 to the power n. What is the value for xm? fxm will be ym minus a0 plus a1 x to the power a1 xm up to an into x to the power n, xm to the power n whole square. So this will be the fitted curve. This will be the fitted curve. Now, to have a unique fitted curve, just recall, in the case of linear fitting, we had fitted into a linear, that is straight line. Here we will fit into a polynomial of m degree. So we will have, here say, the equation will only change after this. So ma0 like the earlier one, ma0 plus a1 I is equal to 1 to m xi, that will remain same. With this we will add up to a to an. We'll add this. Just we will add this for here, like unlike the earlier day. See, unlike the earlier case, we had like this in the earlier case. So we had only considered up to a1. Here we have to consider up to an. So obviously the equations will change. The simplified equation will change. Here it starts with ma0 like the earlier case, then a1 like the earlier case, but we will also have to add the other points like a2xy squared up to an x to xi to the power n is equal to, similar like the earlier day, it will be right hand side কি ছিল আগে yi ছিল, এখানেও yi থাকবে। আচ্ছা, সেকেন্ড ইকুয়েশনেও সেম চেঞ্জ হবে। সেকেন্ড ইকুয়েশনে ওখানে কিভাবে স্টার্ট হচ্ছিল, a0 এর সাথে a0 কার কোএফিসিয়েন্ট হচ্ছিল, xi এর কোএফিসিয়েন্ট হচ্ছিল। হিয়ার we will just see the right hand side of ma0, এটা সব সময় এক ঘর বাঁদিকে চলে আসবে, তাহলে ma0 টা ডিসকার্ডেড হয়ে যাচ্ছে, a0 এর কোএফিসিয়েন্ট a0 হচ্ছে xi এর কোএফিসিয়েন্ট। Similarly a1 will be the coefficient of xi square, an will be the coefficient of xi to the power n minus 1, n plus 1. তো এইভাবে প্রত্যেকটা চেঞ্জ হয়ে যাচ্ছে। and রাইট হ্যান্ড সাইডে আগে xi yi ছিল, এখনো xi yi থাকবে, তাহলে রাইট হ্যান্ড সাইডে কোনো চেঞ্জ আসছে না, only in the change is in the left hand side where we have to extend beyond a1, because in the earlier case we had only 2 points a0 and a1x. Here we had up to n points, so it will be changed to a to the power n. Obviously the power of x will also be changed to n in the first equation, n plus 1 in the second equation. Now unlike the earlier case, we will have third equation here, another equation. So obviously we have to solve, we have to solve for n plus 1 number of points. How many points? N plus 1 number of points. Why? Because a0 to an, these many coefficient we need to find out. In earlier case we had to find out y is equal to a0 into x plus a1, or a0 plus a1 into x. This was what we had done in the earlier case. So we had to find two equation, because আমরা জানি যে দুটো ইকুয়েশন থাকলে আমরা দুটো আননোন সলভ করতে পারবো, একটা হচ্ছে a0 আননোন, একটা হচ্ছে a1 আননোন। এখানে আমার কাছে কতগুলো আননোন আছে, a0 থেকে an অবধি, সো n plus 1 unknowns রয়েছে, so that we will need n plus 1 equations. For n plus 1 unknown we need n plus 1 equations. So যেরকম আমরা প্রসিড করছি সেরকম ভাবেই প্রসিড করব। এখানে যেরকম আমরা দুটো ইকুয়েশন অলরেডি পেয়ে গেছি, we need other equations as well. So remaining equation will be similar. কি হবে, প্রত্যেকটা এক ঘর করে এগিয়ে আসবে। রাইট হ্যান্ড সাইডে যেরকম yi হচ্ছিল xi yi হলো, এবার রাইট হ্যান্ড সাইডে একটা করে x গুণ হতে থাকবে, আর লেফট হ্যান্ড সাইডে প্রত্যেকটা ইকুয়েশনে একটা করে এগিয়ে আসতে থাকবে। মানে এই ইকুয়েশনটা যেমন ছিল a0 xi, এর পরের ইকুয়েশনটা হবে a0 xi স্কয়ার, a1 xi কিউব, a2 xi টু দি পাওয়ার 4, এরকম করে লাস্টেরটা হবে an xi টু দি পাওয়ার n প্লাস 2, আর ডান দিকের সাইডে হয়ে যাবে xi স্কয়ার yi। এরকম ভাবে তারপরের ইকুয়েশনটা এরকম ভাবে চলতে চলতে লাস্ট ইকুয়েশন উইল বি a0 xi টু দি পাওয়ার n, a1 xi টু দি পাওয়ার n plus 1 dot dot an xi to the power 2n. n plus, see the 0th equation was y, no x was there because xi was to the power 0, so nth equation will be xi to the power n. So these are n plus 1 equations, and we had a0 to an, that is n plus 1 unknowns. So we can solve these n plus 1 equation to find out the values of n plus 1 unknown, and hence can be solved for a0 to an, that is we can find out the values of a0 to an with the help of these n plus 1 equations. Just an example will clarify the matters, I think. See, here I have taken three values of x and three values of y, and we will fit a polynomial of second degree. Now a polynomial of second degree means it looks like y is equal to a0 plus a1 into x plus a2 into x square. So how many points are there? 3 points are there. So if you just plot these 3 points, see, this is 0, at 0 it is 1, at 1 it is 6.0, somewhere down there, and at 2 it is 17. So if you just want to join this, it will look like this. So obviously it is best fitted with a polynomial of degree 3, but we want to fit into a polynomial of degree 2 only. So obviously it will be a fit with some error. Whenever we are fitting some polynomial, it will have some error value. So now how to proceed? So we require these things. As it was a polynomial of degree 2 we want to fit with, so we, in case of degree 1, we needed x and x square. So here we will need x square, x cube, x to the power 4, because 3 data points are there. And for y we need y, xy and x square y. See, a0, a1, a2, 3 data points. So for 3 data points we need those things. So this is what we need. X for summation of x 3, summation of y, summation of x square, summation of x. So these values you can find out: x square, x cube, x to the power 4, xy and x square y. So these are the summations, and after you find out these, you have to put this in equation. So what was the value of m? M was 3, because 3 data points were there. So m a0 plus summation of x, xi, summation of xi into a1. Summation of xi was 3, so it will be 3 into a1. Summation of x square into a2, 5a2 is equal to summation of y, 24. So this is the first equation that you get. In the second case, I had, so this will come, 3 will come right here. So you do not need to do anything, just see this. 3 will come right here, this 3 will come here, this 5 will come here, and next degree of x is x cube. So x cube, summation of x cube is, see, the summation of x cube is 9. So here I will write 9a2 is equal to summation of xy is 40, is equal to 40. Now for the next equation, again this 5 will come here, 9 will come here, and the next power of x is x to the power 4. What is summation of x to the power 4? 17. So here I will write 17 is equal to x square y, summation of x square y is 74, is equal to 74. Now you solve these 3 equations. If you can solve these 3 equations, the solution will be a0 is equal to 1, a1 is equal to 2, a2 is equal to 3. So if you solve these 3 equations, you will find the value of a0, a1 and a2, and you just put value of a0, a1, a2 into a polynomial of degree 2 like this: y is equal to a0 plus a1x plus a2 x square. This will give you y is equal to 1 plus 2x plus 3x square. Now with this equation in hand, you can go ahead to predict any value. This is how you solve a polynomial and fitted it into a lesser degree of polynomial.
So for the third one, what the exponential function? What is exponential function? Y is equal to a0 into e to the power a1x is looks like an exponential function. Then as before, we will take log at both the sides. Log y is equal to log a0 plus a1x, because log e is equal to 1, which can again be written in the form of z is equal to a plus bx, where z is equal to log y is equal to log a0 and b is equal to a1. Now the problem therefore is to find the least square straight line through the given data. Because now we will take an example here to determine the constant a and b given a exponential function y is equal to a e to the power bx. Best fits the data given in this table x and y. The values of x and y is given in this table. So the relation is y is equal to a to the power bx. We obtain log y is equal to log a plus bx by taking log at both the sides. So now we will set capital Y is equal to log I, capital X is equal to small x, a0 is equal to log a and b is equal to a1, and we will find that y is equal to a0 plus a1x, which is a straight line. Now the method can proceed same as the linear curve fitting, as we have transferred the function into a linear function. So we will form a table x is equal to small x, y is equal to log y, x square and xy. Now find the summation of x, summation of y, summation of x square and summation of xy. Why we do so? Because we can then follow this formula ma0 plus a1xi summation of yi, and a0 summation into summation xi plus a1 into summation xi square summation xi y. We know the value here. M is equal to 5, summation of x is equal to 30, summation of y from this table, summation of y is equal to 17.425, x square is equal to 20. So we can find these equations, and after solving this equation we will find out a0 is equal to 0.045 and a1 is equal to 0.5. Now see, as we have taken in this step line, we have taken log a is equal to a0. Now obviously a will be e to the power a0, so I put the value 0.045 and find 1.499. b is equal to a1 here, so 0.05. So y is equal to 1.499, that is a into b to the power e to the power bx e to the power 0.5x. Now how to solve this using R? We will use NLS function to solve this in R, which takes formula, data and start as the three arguments. Formula, which is a nonlinear module formula including variables and parameters. Data frame is used to evaluate the variables in the formula, and start is very important, which is the list of numeric vector of starting variables. The values of the variables. Let's consider the following equation: a equal to b1 x square plus b2, and we will solve this for nonlinear fitting. Here I have taken the equation in R, where I have taken x values and y values. The x and y values have been taken into vectors. We will model this using the function NLS, and y values is equal to b1 x values plus square plus b2 is the formula. Start variable is a list of two elements. The starting value of b1, which is 1, and starting value of b2 is equal to 3. Let's run this function and we will find out the model. Now let's print the summary of the model and see the estimated value of b1 is 1.19 and estimated value of b2 is 1.99. Standard residual error is 0.3678 and it converges within one iteration only. Now to predict, we can take 100 random values to prediction. Here we take the value in data.frame and keep it in new data file. It will consist of 100 points. You can see the new data is 100 observation of one variable. Print this line, find out the output as 1.08. This is the sum squared residual in case of 100 randomly selected points. Now if you print the confidence interval of this model, we'll find out that there is 97.5% confidence towards 1.25 of value b of the value of b1 and 2.49 for the value of b2. So the value of b2 will be close to 2.49 rather than 1.49 in most of the cases. So this is how we compute the curve fitting for a polynomial equations and using R and mathematically as well. Thank you.